There you go, everybody. The small block for the 4x4 is home. We picked it up Tuesday from the machine shop. It's sitting here in the mud room in the house because where me and my wife brought it in, put it on a stand, brought it in the door, and put it here in the mud room. Transmission's laying down there. Quite a quick rundown on it. It's just a 427 cubic inch small block. It's got a set of Flowtech 200cc, 64cc chamber heads, 202 160s. It's got basically, it's just an RV cam that's in it. It's a Howard's hydraulic roller, matching lifters, timing set, it's a double roller. It's just got a stock steel timing cover on it with a pointer. Stock steel oil pan, nothing big other than it's 5 quart instead of 4 quart capacity. The crank's an Eagle, rods are Eagle, all the bearings are King, the pistons are Molly, just like most all the gaskets that are in it. Other than the head gaskets, they're Cometic. It's got all ARP main bolts, head bolts. I didn't stud nothing on this one. It is a balanced rotating assembly. Oh, excuse me. It's got true flat tops in it. They are Molly pistons. They're true flat tops. I mean flat tops. Not none of the 4 eyebrow shit with the little dish in the center. No, they're a true flat top piston. Should be a solid 10-to-1 motor with RV cam. The rockers they're made by Elgin. They're called their Black Ice rocker. They're just basically a coated, long slotted, better than stock style rocker. I didn't need roller rockers or anything, or girdles or any of that, because it don't need any of that shit with RV cam. Don't need roller rockers. It'll be just fine with these. It's all together. I got the balancer. I got flex plate. The only thing I've got to get for it yet is a few little things. I'm going to change up the intake on it. The one I was going to get would be like an air gap, but we're going to do something different. Something kind of cool, you'll see. My pulleys, my alternator, and I think it's power steering bracket, my ICT billet, Assault Racing HEI distributor for it, front diff cover. There's my flap disc I've been looking for. Wife must have set them up there. I probably bought three or four boxes of them before I figured out that I had those. But it's here, it's all done, it's ready to go. Black and silver, black and aluminum, just like the big block. I don't really want no chrome on it. Transmission sitting there under the grandson's RC truck. I'll be damned. I cleaned that balancer up for him, and I even dug up a balancer bolt. I guess, I don't know. I asked my boy when he's coming to pick it up. That's for a friend of my boy's. Anyway, then I'm going to show you this. If you got an OBS Chevy and you're looking for the factory fender flares, and you want the ones that have the studs in them like they came from the factory, so you don't have that big plumber style ass crack at the top, the gap, LMC truck has these. Sadly, they're like 80 bucks a piece. They're nice heavy plastic. I don't know if they're ABS or what they are, but they're heavy. They're like a little more than an 1/8 inch thick. All the lines, everything looks good. I tried to fit one on one of my fenders, and it fit perfectly fine. And I'm replacing these because both of mine, I didn't really look at them super close. Both of mine are boogered up down here. One's busted, this ear's broke off. The other one, somebody put a big self-tapper through it and into the fender. And both fenders down here were messed up from like tire rub. So I went to LMC while I was there getting like all the door condoms, you know, seals and shit for the doors and interior parts. I got 2 of these. Once I seen them, they said exact reproduction. Well, they are. And you get the hardware. It costs you a little extra, but you get the hardware. Your old hardware will screw right on here. I already tried one of my old nuts and threads right onto the new studs. They're all in the factory location. But the new fenders, if you get new fenders from LMC, they don't have the holes already previously drilled. There's no option for that. You'll have to drill your holes. Like I said, these are $79.99. I bought 2 fenders, which the fenders were $59.99. So you get a nice steel stamped production fender It's really good quality. 60 bucks. But the little piece of plastic that go around, it's 80 bucks. All because of them studs. And they're the only place I have found that had them with the OEM stud locations and the studs in them. So I just wanted to share that with everybody real quick. This weekend I hope to get out, start getting things ready. I've got a few things I got to do to the truck. I haven't even touched it since we painted it. I got to get the bed slid for it. I got new bolts for it. 12 millimeter 175 thread pitch for it. Locks, washers, everything, because it's got basically like an 1.5 inch body lift under the bed to set the bed level with the cab, because the cab is set all the way down on the frame as close as you can get it. But we got to get some things done. We'll get out there and get this engine ready, transmission, get the converter, I'll get the flex plate and all that shit on it, and we'll get it put in. This thing should be about 1 horsepower per cubic inch is what he told me. So if we're at 425 at the flywheel, that's fine. It's a daily driver, 4-wheel drive. I built the engine for low end power, not for rumpity rump, high end stuff. So I want to be able to pull my trailer with it, do whatever I want to do with it. It's still going to be a truck. So it's just a 94 on a 78 chassis with a 6-inch suspension lift on it. So, but there it is. It's home. It's done. All bagged up. Built Right Engines in Park Mill, Missouri. Ray and Aaron do an awesome job building this stuff for me. This is like number 7, I think. Maybe lucky number 7, hey. But I've never had any issues except the El Camino had one valve guide that went bad, and that wasn't his fault. It was a year after we put the engine in. I took the engine back to him. He pulled the heads, replaced all the guides, redid everything, put it back, and all he charged me for was parts. He didn't charge me any labor or anything. So, but other than that, I have never had a lick of trouble out of any engine that man has built for me. So everybody, stay safe. God bless. When we get out in the garage and start putting all this crap together, I'll record all of it as we go. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for watching. Later.